Raptors are for Starbucks sipping sissies. Real men drive bright blue TRD Pro Tundras. I'll include a link to the Orem Toyota's website in the description down below. They're providing us with this Tundra. It's available for sale. By the way, if you've been looking for one of these Wavemaker Tundras, let's get into it. Under the hood is a hybrid twin-turbo 3.4-liter V6 that goes through a 10-speed automatic. It produces 437 horsepower, 583 pound-feet of torque. You can now get the TRD Performance upgrade with these to increase the horsepower, but yeah, this one's just the standard. If you're looking for a review on the car, I have most likely reviewed it. I have over 11,000 videos on this channel, and if you want more of these straight-to-the-point reviews, subscribe. Man, I love this color. It is bright in your face, but it's growing on me. TRD Pro right there. Now, the TRD Pro Tundra is over 80 inches wide like a Raptor. You've got marker lights there, more in the grille. This one has the lettering painted. You also have the light bar built in from the factory, fog lights. I'm not exactly sold on the whole lettering thing being painted that way, but some of you will probably like it. Tire and wheel setup is 285 by 65 by 18. Now, this is going to be purposely undersized for fuel economy. This can get 18 around town, 20 on the highway, and also ride quality. You can fit 34s on these, no problem whatsoever. Now we've got upgraded springs, upper control arms, Fox shocks added to the Pro. I mean, it's got real upgraded suspension. Now this doesn't sit quite as high as a factory lifted Tundra, but it does sit higher than a stock Tundra, and it's got a very nice level stance front to rear. Kind of hard to see, but it's coil sprung in the back, and it's got a spare tire in the back too. When it comes to key fob features, we have our lock and unlock. You've got the drop down for the tailgate, the Toyota logo, and yeah, pop it down. We have an outlet in the bed. We've got LED lights, composite bed with this. I'll show you guys the payload sticker a little bit later, but it's a truck, it's practical. Now this is a little bit fancy pants, but kind of cool. The tailgate's power up, not just down. Driver's side rear taillight has this button to lower down the tailgate, and yeah, you've got the 3 lines. And this is what I think the front badging should just be with all of them. Black. It's neutral. It goes with the theme. I mean, the wheels are blacked out, the exhaust tips are blacked out, and you do have the camo throughout as well. By the way, towing, over 11,000 pounds. Now, last thing for the rear, you got marker lights on the rear fender flares rather, and then here at the top of the tailgate, if the camera will focus on it. I think it's kind of cool. But yes, that'll cap things off for the exterior. Let's now take a look at the interior. Got this red stitching, soft touch down below. You can see the storage here. And we actually feel the trim. This is basically a limited interior, but then it has like camo design. The floor mats are really cool with the tire marks on them. Not as much space as like the American full size, but still it's good space. You do lose the under seat storage because of the hybrid battery. We also have some cup holders. You do have an outlet back there, some USB ports, and then this whole window in the back goes down with the power operation. Keyless entry for up front, and let's check that out. Blind spot ring with the mirrors, just regular windows up front. This is really nice with the soft touch trim. All of our window controls, the mirrors do power fold in. We also have memory seats. Payload, 1380. So you're probably gonna be limited with your towing capacity based on how much stuff you have loaded up in the truck, because 11,000 pounds, 10% conversion rate, it's going to use up 1,100 pounds of your payload if you really max this out. TRD Pro there on the seat. Again, more of that camo design. We do have seat adjustments and everything, lumbar. You get fancier pedals in the Pro. We also have the TRD light bar function. Turn that on, heated steering wheel. And let's start it up. Now take a look at the steering wheel. We've got nice trim all around. Marker there at the top, TRD at the bottom. And then practical controls on the front face for like the adaptive cruise, your lane departure, volume controls, regular stocks there on the back. Taking a look at the cluster, it's digital, and you know what's funny? When I see reviews of people complaining about the graphics on this, I think it looks just fine. It kind of reminds me of like early 2000s video games, and I just think that's kind of like a timeless design when it comes to digital. Some of you will disagree with me, but I like the look of it. 360 camera system, and look at this. Got the off-road view. It's actually very helpful. It's good resolution and everything, and it's a big screen. That's the other thing that helps. Now as for the infotainment system, big buttons. So even if you have gloves on, it's pretty easy to use. Now down below you can see we've got some physical controls like climate, dual zone climate, heated ventilated seats. This just has a diff lock for the rear, no front diff lock or anything like that. Shortcut button for the camera and the tailgate on the other side. We do have the TRD shifter here. Right next to it we got a phone charging pad. Part-time four-wheel drive system with a 2-speed transfer case. And you notice this has MTS and crawl control. There's also a tow mode there. But yeah, the MTS system is really good. Basically is a good placeholder for a front locker. And then got good storage here, some USB ports. This is nice. I actually really like that as well. Use that quite a few times storage-wise. Camera rear view mirror. We've got this for the panoramic sunroof, and then you can also open up the rear glass. Like I said, the whole, look at this, the whole window goes up and down. And I gotta show you guys Toyota on the dash. 2026 Tundra TRD PRO Wave Maker. Just a few options like the blue badges. 76,650. Let's take it out, see how it performs. Tundra TRD PRO. So if there's still availability tomorrow with all the trucks, I'm going to try to get a comparison with, I've already done Raptor versus RHO this year, but I'm going to try to do Tundra TRD PRO versus Raptor, and then Tundra TRD PRO versus RHO. I know slightly different price brackets and obviously kind of different themes, but they're all halo trucks for the three brands. So I think that it'll be kind of a fun comparison. I'll probably take the black Tundra because this one's like mega out of gas. Mega out of gas. Good thing we got that hybrid assist. Yeah, well, let's take a short drive. So this is the truck version of what my wife ended up buying. I mean, she literally got Wavemaker, Sequoia TRD Pro. I will have an update video on that. I'm talking about all these videos we're gonna make. We'll have an update video on that as well. But it's interesting to drive the Tundra because it drives so much different than the Sequoia with the longer wheelbase. And a huge benefit of these Tundras, they made it standard to have the larger fuel tank. And so with the hybrid, if you keep the stock tires, obviously you do aftermarket tires like what I do, you're gonna get worse fuel economy, but if you keep the stock tires, you can get like high teens. And so with the fuel tank being over 30 gallons in capacity, talking about, you know, at least over 500 miles of range on a fill up, which is, I think, very practical. Now, this overly assisted steering feels really good in a huge vehicle, in my opinion. When you have a smaller vehicle like my Lexus LX is a good example, the one that I'm long-term testing. The overly assisted steering, it has like a smaller steering wheel too. It feels kind of weird because I don't know. It's like this, the steering wheel size plus the vehicle size. It just kind of goes with it. It's like this comfortable, floaty ride, and then you're just very kind of like lightly changing the steering inputs. Whereas in a small car, it's like I want the steering to be tight. A smaller vehicle, rather not a small car, but a smaller vehicle. Point that I'm trying to make, I think the sizing of the steering wheel is perfect. I wish that my LX had a steering wheel this size. Every time I get my wife's Sequoia, I'm like, man, this is like the perfect size for the vehicle with the steering rack ratio. Yeah, too small of a steering wheel with a really overly assisted system. It's just weird. But yeah, the suspension's very comfortable in the Pro. Huge benefit with those Fox shocks. One downside, they are going to be more expensive than if you get an off-road with the Bilstein. I always gotta say it that way. Those are a lot cheaper to replace. Fox shocks, you can rebuild them and stuff, but yeah, it's just a more expensive system to buy. It's more expensive to maintain. So it's just something to be aware of. If you get a Pro and you're gonna keep it long term, just set aside some money for shocks. I love the torque of this engine. I drive this engine all the time in the LX and then my wife's Sequoia occasionally. And man, if they get the reliability things like fully ironed out, there's everything's still under recall right now. Or I should say the non-hybrids. But yeah, if they get everything ironed out, it's such a good engine when it comes to the performance. And the Pros sound really cool with the tiered exhaust. And then if you get that performance package, it's noisy, but it's cool noises. You get like really nice intake noises, and the exhaust is pretty rumbly there's some piped in audio, but yeah, not the worst. This is a nice truck. It tows more than a Raptor. Payload's pretty similar to a Raptor though. And it's wide, but it is narrower than a Raptor. Memory serves me right, because this is like just barely over 80 inches wide. So I do think that makes it easier to park and all that kind of stuff. And I don't know, I like the Raptor has such a floaty feel, which is great off-road, but on-road it almost feels like too much. This is firmer, there's less travel, you feel it, but I don't know, it makes more sense for the truck when you're driving it on road. But yeah, I mean, this thing can't Baja like a Raptor, but no, but like I talk to so many people, nobody takes these trucks off road. It's like maybe less than 1%. And so, when I say off-road, I'm talking about like actual stuff that's going to push the suspension on either of them. Because like dirt roads I do them all the time. You can do dirt roads in a freaking Camry. You don't need to have a TRD Pro or a Raptor. So that is the Wavemaker TRD Pro. Let me know what you guys think about the color. I'm sure that a lot of people will be grabbing this next year when it's available on the regular Tundra packages and other cars.